So, Matthew Sherling sent me some questions to do a video response to for cuttyspot. So I'm doing that. First question is, hi, who are you? Moon Temple. Also, known as Kelsey Basie. That's my, real name, you know, the one on my social security card and stuff. My ID, tax forms, what they call me at work, what my family calls me. Moon Temple is a significantly prettier name, but, I don't know. I feel like I've disliked my real name for so long that I should try and own it, maybe. So I never tried to own it, I just tried to forget it. The second question, how would you describe your approach to writing? You know, I got these questions yesterday. I should have thought about them more. I tried to, but my approach to writing, well, I don't know. I tried to describe the way I think to some friends of mine the other day, and like the basic gist of it is that like I'm a person standing on some kind of circular track, like a racetrack, and there are these things going around in circles in this circular track that come from behind me and pick me up for a second and like just sort of like and carry me just for like a couple seconds, and those are ideas. And you know, I'll get one and it'll come and it'll go around and I'll just start chasing after it. I'm like, wow, that was cool. And then another one will come up from behind me and pick me up and carry me for a little while, and I'll start chasing that one. Then there'll be more and more and more coming up from behind me, and I won't know which one to chase. And eventually, like, I won't even touch the ground anymore. There'll just be so many, like, crazy gusts of ideas carrying me just for a second or two each. They'll just be bouncing around from ideas, and I don't even know what is going on. And a lot of that goes into my writing. I just think, and my brain is like all the time. And a lot of my writing, I'll just get this phrase stuck in my head, or just like an idea, and it'll just keep repeating over and over and over again, and until I write it down, I just can't get rid of it. And that's kind of how I started writing, was I just get these little things stuck in my head, and I had to get rid of them somehow, so I'd write them down, and then I don't have to think about it anymore, because it's gone. This is a really cool cup, by the way. So, yeah, that's my approach to writing, I guess. I don't know. I try and edit. I'm not very good at editing. I'm horrible at editing. I don't know. When I was younger, I've been writing for years. When I was younger, I read something about, like, Jack Kerouac, like, despising editing or something, and I was lazy, so I just decided to adopt that as my, my personal philosophy on writing. And over time, I've kind of realized that I don't really agree with that I think that editing has a lot of value, and that I should edit more, but I'm still lazy, so. 3. I really enjoy your Come to My Ocean ebook. Can you talk about its creation? So I wrote the majority of that in October and November of 2012. A little bit of it in December. I was very much in love with someone who broke my heart, and was the first person since I was like 13 years old to like really successfully break my heart. And so I had a lot going on in my brain at that moment. Those months. So, when I wrote that, I was trying to get some of that out, trying to figure that out. the title of it is actually an interesting little tidbit that I haven't really talked about. I was in a Spreecast event. I don't remember what it was. It was back over the summer, and I was talking to Millie Dion, and we were pretty good friends, and we were talking about, like, visiting each other. Like, we were just having this whole conversation in the Spreecast about visiting each other and stuff, and like, I don't know, I said, come here, come to my ocean, and Steve was in the chat, and he said that that's really beautiful, that should be like the title of a chat book or something, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, it is. And then he was like, yeah, you can keep it because you said it initially, and I was like, cool. And then, I don't know, I just I decided to use it because I had it and it sounded really nice, and I like the ocean. I feel like sea, the word sea is in both of my real names, Kelsey, Basie. I mean, it's like literally spelled out in my first name, but you know, the sound is there in my last name. I'm rambling. And I don't know. Come to my ocean. Okay. Question 4. Are you working on a project currently? I am. I'm working on a shitload of projects. I don't know if any of them are gonna get done. I actually recently finished a little project called 50,000 Projects I Never Finished, and I just thought that was kind of funny. Side note though, that's not really like a super big project of mine. I'm working, hold on, okay. I'm working on an ebook right now that is going to be a lot of stream of consciousness pieces and stuff, but heavily edited down to just like the best like sentence or the best idea and everything that I write. And a lot of this I'm going to be pulling from a Tumblr that I just started a little while ago. I'm keeping it kind of DL because I don't know, it's really personal, and I don't want like all of this stuff to like get out before the ebook is done and stuff, so keeping it to a minimal audience. But if you ask me, if you send me a message on Facebook or an email or something and you want the URL, I'll give it to you. Like, it's just, I don't know. Currently has 24 followers, which is a decent amount. I feel like I don't want too many more, otherwise it'll be kind of like, why am I making an ebook from the things I'm posting here? A lot of people have already seen it, but not all of it's going to be from that. I have a lot of stuff that I'm intentionally not posting there, so that some stuff will be new, and like I said, it's going to be very heavily edited, so that, you know, it's not going to just be like me copying blog posts off the internet. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with it, but the title of it I came up with yesterday, and it's going to be called I Saw a Bird Sitting on the Part of the Roof That Is Visible from the Window on the Landing of the Stairs in My Grandparents' House. The bird was a pigeon with an especially shiny blue and pink breast, which I think means it's a male. I thought it was odd because I never see birds sitting on the part of the part of the roof that is visible from the window on the landing of the stairs. I never see pigeons anywhere in Wheeling, West Virginia. I went downstairs and made coffee, and my grandma told me about how the cat buries all of her toy birds in some part of the house and how she has to go find them, otherwise the cat will whine because she has no toys. My grandma called it the bird graveyard, and I told my grandma I saw a bird sitting on the part of the roof that is visible from the window on the landing of the stairs. It was a pigeon with an especially shiny blue and pink breast, and my grandma nodded her head and seemed unfazed. I thought, why isn't she more amazed that a bird, and of all birds a pigeon, was sitting on the part of the roof that is visible from the window on the landing of the stairs? I started to wonder if birds don't sit on the part of the roof that is visible from the window on the landing of the stairs more often, and if pigeons are more common in Wheeling, West Virginia than I thought. That's what it's going to be called. I feel like this is really long already, and I'm only on the fourth question. I don't know, that's my main project. God knows if I'm going to finish it, but I'll do my fucking best. Number 5, what is the best advice you've ever received? Doesn't have to deal with writing. I thought about this. This is like the main question I've been thinking about, because when people ask me questions like this, I don't just immediately have an answer. I don't know, like I can't just think of advice people have given me. It takes a while. But last summer, a friend of mine, I was going through some shit. And my friend was texting me, and I was just like talking about all these things that seemed to be going wrong in my life, and he said, you know, just be a kid, it's easy to do. And I thought that was like incredible and wrote it down, because I don't know, I'm fucking 19. I'm a kid. I'm going to be a kid for the next like 15 years of my life. I don't know, I worry too much. Seems like it'd be nicer not to worry so much. 6. What motivated you to create Now That's What I Call Alternative Literature? This, I made that just kind of on a whim. I thought it had like the idea was sort of silly, the name and whatnot, and I thought it would be a fun thing to do, and it was, and then it stopped being fun, so now I don't know if I'm going to keep up with it. And that's it. I had no like vision. I've never been the kind of person who's like, you know, a leader or someone who feels comfortable like vetting someone's writing, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I don't really have a very confident opinion on like what is and isn't good in other people's writing, so it's really hard if you don't just like automatically feel like something is like good or bad. If you're just looking at something and you feel completely neutral about it, like, I don't know what to do with that at all. And that's been like my biggest problem with it, so that's a huge part of why I'm stopping it. It's not fun. I feel like a lot of anxiety when I try and think about it and deal with it, and like, I don't know, it's attached to my name, so I feel like, you know, if I don't do a really good job with it, it's gonna reflect poorly on me. And like every piece I choose reflects on like my own personal taste, and that terrifies me. So I don't know, I think I'm just done. If someone, I'm announcing officially right now, if anyone wants to take it over, feel fucking free. I'll give you the password to everything. Yeah, okay. Next question. Who has had a considerable impact on your life/work? I don't know if this question is meant to be like, you know, who is my inspiration? Like, you know, Steve Ringbuck has some like really easy inspirations that he just like names off and stuff, and like that's pretty sweet. I feel like that's nice, but I don't know, I have a lot harder time thinking of that. I think in terms of writers, the only writer who's really like I feel like has had a significant impact in my life and has changed a lot of things for me, and really like got me into writing. I mean, not really, I was really into writing before I discovered him, but like, I don't know, it kind of just changed how I approach things. Is Philip K. Dick. I don't know, he just like got into my brain when I started reading his books, and it's like he just changed something. I don't know, he like changed the order of the way I think about things or something. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but he is probably my favorite writer. I hate saying I have a favorite anything. It just like makes my entire body feel really horribly uncomfortable, but I want to have a favorite because I feel like it says a lot about someone what their favorite is. So I'm just gonna go with it. Philip K. Dick, favorite writer. I feel like he's had a lot of impact on my writing. When I started getting really into writing short stories and stuff, like right around when I was 16, I think, well, I don't know. I also wrote science fiction then. I want to get back into writing science fiction, but I feel like my writing was probably all like really bad imitations of Philip K. Dick. Not necessarily intentionally, it just kind of happened that way, you know. I think that's a common phenomenon with writing. Or with any kind of art. You know, if you're a musician, you start listening to a lot of like fucking, I don't know, whoever. You listen to the Beatles all the time, you're gonna be a Beatle imitator for a minute there until you find your own voice. I still think I'm looking for my own voice. I have no idea what that is. Okay. And in terms of other people, I feel like, you know, I've had a lot of boyfriends. If you know me, like, outside of just the internet and stuff, you'll know, like, I've dated a lot of people and been in a lot of really, like, intense, long-term relationships. I have lived with 2 different boyfriends, which is, like, uncommon, I think, for someone 19 years old. And so, I don't know, especially with my boyfriend 3 boyfriends ago, first person I lived with, longest relationship, that relationship really got, like, strange, and, like, stopped really talking to other people all that much, spent a lot of time just, like, in the basement, like, I developed an anxiety disorder around that time, and, I don't know, that was, like, a combination of a lot of factors, but that, and just living with your boyfriend, like, if you live with someone, you start feeling less desire to really go out because you already have, like, someone to do something with, and, like, you're not 100% lonely, so, I don't know, I just stopped going out that much, lost some friends, became less close to some friends, anyways, though, my point is, I feel like that experience has had a lot of impact on my life, and just every boyfriend I've ever had, both directly and indirectly influences my writing, like, I don't know, I'll write about people a lot, I'm sure if you're a person who I've ever felt close to in any possible way, and you're watching this, you're gonna be thinking, yeah, that fucking chick has, written stupid-ass poems about me, and it sucks. What am I doing? Okay. The next question, and this is really cute because, you know, Matthew Sherling was sending me these, and it's like 1, close parentheses, 2, close parentheses, you know what I'm talking about, like, just how you, label numbers or whatever in a list. Number 8 was 8, close parentheses, which makes, like, an 8 smiley face. And so, Facebook changed it to a cute little sunglasses wearing smiley face. I think that's really, really cute. Anyways, the question is, how would you describe your relationship with the internet? I use the internet a lot. I moved in with my grandparents back in September, and they put on some rules with my internet usage. I'm not supposed to use the internet as much as I'd like to, I think. Right now, I'm living in a very small town, in a place that it's kind of like this odd meeting ground of, like, the Midwest, Appalachia, and the East Coast, and most of the people are, like, Midwest Appalachia people, and, I don't have any friends. I don't know how to meet people at all, like, I don't know, I should go to community college or something But I don't really plan on sticking around here too long, so I feel like I shouldn't get too close to anyone because I'm just gonna leave. So yeah, the internet currently is my main way to interact with other people. And I feel like it's a pretty important part of my life. I don't know whether or not that's a good thing, but it is what it is. The last question is, what's your worldview in one sentence? I think he asked everyone this question, and I feel like everyone seems to be kind of like shit about it. Maybe shit. Just shit. Fucking shit. Shit.